name is April. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. I feel like I haven't uploaded in forever and it's only been a week. It's so weird. Like if more than 4 days goes by, it feels like a month. Today we are doing a Dollar Tree DIY and a Trash to Treasure, my two favorites, and that is what I do on this channel. These are farmhouse DIYs. I recently went to Hobby Lobby this weekend. I got to go to Target where I got this cute shirt. It says Cat Lady. And then I went to a flea market style vintage show. I keep calling it a craft fair, but it wasn't a craft fair, and I got so inspired. I'll try to include a little bit of footage if I can get it off my phone to show you guys. There were so many beautiful paint jobs. It was like, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. And it's exactly what I would love to do. Just go thrifting, go yard selling, find a bunch of stuff and just paint it and resell it. I love doing that. So it was so much fun to me. And they totally jacked the price up on and sell for way too much money, but it's a great place to go just to walk around and get inspiration. Everyone has their booth set up so pretty. So I'll show you guys a couple little clips if I can get the footage off my phone. I tried to recreate a beautiful, there was two dressers and they had like layered paint on them. I didn't distress my candlesticks. That I tried to recreate the look with my candlesticks, but I didn't distress them. I did try to do the look of the paint and I think they turned out really pretty. I'm not a professional. I'm still learning every day. I don't know everything, so you're just watching me learn and hopefully getting inspired a little bit to maybe try something new for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for our first DIY, we're going to be starting with some Dollar Tree items. And here I'm showing you footage from Joann's. I went to Joann's recently and they're selling these spring frames with these dried flowers in them, like shadow boxes, and they have some really pretty spring sayings on them. And so I thought I could easily recreate that look using Dollar Tree items. And so for this DIY, you will just need one of these Dollar Tree frames that you see here. They are selling them right now, and I used my Arteza hobby kit, which I will have linked in my description box if you're interested, with a coupon code for 10% off. And the words scraped off really easy with this. Now, you don't have to use this specific hobby kit, of course. You can use anything that you have that's, sharp and flat. And also, probably something like acetone, or I don't know, would fingernail polish remover work on this? I'm not sure. But this, I used the X-Acto knife, the one that has the flat head. There's all different blades that you can switch out on this knife. It comes with different blades. It's really neat. And so I just used the one with the flat head and scraped it off, and it came off really super easy. And you don't even have to scrape the words off. I mean, the sayings are pretty, so you could literally just pop some dried Dollar Tree flowers in there and hot glue them in, and then it would be fine. I mean, I think it would be pretty just like that. But I wanted to put some different sayings on there. So I'm using my Waverly chalk paint in the color white, and I love shiplap. I say that all the time, but if you're brand new here, I love shiplap, and so I wanted to give these a shiplap look on the back. So I just painted the backs white, and then I'm using my Arteza chalk, and I used the color black. Just drew some lines to look like fake shiplap. And then I took some Waverly wax and just kind of dry brushed it on just a little teeny tiny bit to give it more of a wood look, to give it like the wood grain. And that's all I did for the back. I decided to use some different flowers from Dollar Tree. You can also buy these there, but these I think are prettier and just more realistic looking. I really like that frosty green look, And by the way, you guys, if there's audio glitches in this video, I am so sorry. I am having trouble with my laptop. I'm working on fixing it. My son is helping me order some parts. I couldn't tell you what they are, but it's something to do with the hard drive that will help it so it's not laggy when I'm editing, and it will stop the audio glitches and all of the problems I've been having. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know because I already listened back to the beginning and I can hear glitches, but I worked hard on this video. There's a lot of work that goes into putting a video up, so I didn't just want to not put it up. But anyway, so I'm sorry. I am using the color that I just showed for the second frame. It's a really pretty color. I found it at Home Depot. It's called Retro Vintage. And then I just pulled apart some of the little leaves from those Dollar Tree flowers to make a simple little wreath. And then for the third frame, I did decide to use the flowers that I showed in the beginning. I thought red would be really pretty. So I just hot glued them in, and then I took some Dollar Tree ribbon. It's the red and white check ribbon, and tied a little bow and hot glued that in, and that's all I did. And then I set those aside and decided to work on the next project, but we will be putting our sayings back on using my Cricut, which I just got for Christmas, and I love it. But if you don't have a Cricut, like I said, you could just leave the words on that already come on the frame because the sayings are really pretty. So for the next one here, this is a little birdhouse that I got at the thrift store recently, and I thought it was really cute. I love that it has a little shelf that I could put stuff on. I did pay $3.80, which is too much in my opinion, but I still think it's really cute. And then I got this little mini wreath at Joann's, and that was on sale. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like $1.29 or something like that. And those, you see there, that piece of paper that I laid out to stand on, that comes from TJ Maxx. Whenever you buy something at TJ Maxx, they wrap up your breakables in those sheets of paper, and I save mine. They are perfect if you craft or paint. Just save them because then you can use them to do your projects on. So I'm just using my Waverly chalk paint in the color white and just giving the whole entire thing a good coat of white paint, including the roof. And then I used a blow dryer to dry everything. I looked at some farmhouse style birdhouses on Pinterest, and I really like the look of like a white body with a natural wood roof, but I decided to use this paint. It's in the color Sage that I just got at Hobby Lobby this weekend. I think it's really pretty. It's kind of like a celery color, but it has more of like a blue tint or tone. Not really blue, it's just different than celery. Really pretty color, and I love the way this looks. I think it's so pretty. And then this is from Dollar Tree. It's just a little bunny rabbit, and I got this actually last year, but I'm sure they still have that or will have them this year if they don't already. And I just pulled off the top and then just painted it white and added some little black eyes and a little pink nose, and I think it's really cute. And then just stuck it on the bottom shelf of the birdhouse. And then I took a little mini terracotta pot, which they also have at Dollar Tree, but this one is from Joann's. And I took my hot glue gun, and I just saw this on April's channel, April over at House to Home. You should really go check her out. I love her channel. I watched her do this and I thought it was so neat. So all you do is just take your and make whatever design you want. I like the zigzags because it gives it kind of a boho vibe. I actually love boho. So you just put your little zigzags or whatever design on that you want, and then you just go over it with paint lightly, and then it really shows up wherever you put the hot glue. I just think it's so neat. So thank you, April, for the awesome little trick on how to make your pots look really cute. And I'm totally going to do this on some bigger pots too. And then I just took some greenery, just cut off a little piece of greenery and stuck it in the little pot. Isn't that so adorable? I think it's so cute. And then I just stuck it on the shelf. And then for the top shelf, I took another little thing from the Dollar Tree. This one is an egg. And on this one, I tore off the string, but I kept the little metal piece that sticks out and just tied a little piece of jute into a bow. I took my little mini wreath and just made, stuck some greenery in it and just made a little wreath to hang on the little perch that was sticking out of the top of the birdhouse. And then I went over to my Cricut to make my words for my first DIYs, to make my decals for my first DIYs. And also I wanted to put a little saying on the egg. So I totally have spring, of course, on my brain. I'm going to be doing some really cute spring DIYs coming up, and I have a really exciting collab next Saturday. I'm really excited to share with you guys. I said that in my last video. I had my weeks mixed up. It's next Saturday, and I thought it was this Sunday, but so I'll be doing some fun things for that video, but I decided to make the word spring for the little egg and then the other sayings for my little signs. And I'm using my Arteza vinyl, which I love because it comes in sheets and it is so much easier to use when it's in sheets, and it comes with all these beautiful colors. Again, I will have this linked in my description box with a coupon code if you're interested, but I just use the color black and white. By the way, how was everyone's Valentine's Day? Did you guys have a good Valentine's Day? Did you do anything special? Hopefully you did. I had a good one. I went out of town a couple hours away with my mom and my son. My husband worked, and so we went out of town, went to Hobby Lobby, went to Target, went out for dinner, and it was so fun. And then I went to this big vintage like flea market style show with all of these, like I told you guys in the beginning, it was just so neat. It just made me want to quit my job and just paint furniture for a living. That would be just amazing, but that's not reality. I have to work. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. It was a really nice day. And so this is how everything looks with the decals on. I think these are so pretty and just so easy to do. And I have a Cricut. I got it for Christmas, so I am going to use it, but I don't always use my Cricut, and I won't always use my Cricut. I still do crafts and things with a printer and also by hand. So if you don't have one, don't feel bad. I know a lot of people are using their Cricuts nowadays, but they didn't always exist, and we all still made really, really pretty things. So don't ever feel like you can't do something just because you don't have a Cricut. I know that when I didn't have one, I still like to watch DIYs with Cricuts. It didn't bother me at all. As long as there was still an option to make the things, then I really liked watching people use their Cricuts. And so here's all the signs. I think they're really, really pretty. And you could paint the frames any different color. You could put any different saying, use any kind of flower. That's what's nice about these, is you could just switch them up to whatever your personal taste is. And here's the birdhouse. I think it turned out really pretty. I just love that little pot. I think it's so cute. And I'm really happy with how these turned out. I think they're really pretty. So here are 2 candlesticks. These are from my last video. I didn't have time to do them, so we're going to do these during this video. And I am going to paint these, even though they are really pretty as is. I like the painted look, and I'm going to show you some footage from the vintage flea market. It was filmed on my phone, so I'm sorry I didn't know how to change it. But I wanted to show you these 2 chairs. I could not believe all they did was paint them, and they're $35 each, and I have 2 of these identical chairs. I paid $2 for one, and I got the other one for free. And then here are these beautiful dressers. I'm going to try to recreate this look on the candlesticks. I just love that 2-tone color.
The only thing I didn't do is they have the two-tone and then they also distressed it. I just think it's gorgeous. But I thought I could just kind of do the simplified version of that easily with just by painting the candlesticks white. And then I took that sage color after the white dried completely. Then I took the sage color and went over it, and then I let it dry. I actually used a blow dryer to dry the second coat of sage. And before it was like 100% dry, I took a wet rag and wet distressed these, and the paint comes off really easy. It's a soft distressed look, and it's definitely a different look than if you were to, let's say, just paint the candlesticks with the sage color and then go over it with white paint, you know, instead of just wiping it off. Look, if that makes sense, if you know what I'm saying. And I just think it's so pretty. I just love it. The white against the white peeking through of the sage almost makes it look kind of yellowish, but it's just really, really pretty to me. Now, this may not be everybody's taste, but to me, this is just beautiful. And I didn't have any candles. I couldn't find any candles at Walmart or anywhere that were big enough to fit in that big one. So at first I was just going to take these two little signs that I made in a previous video from Dollar Tree Signs. They say thankful and blessed, and I thought I would set those on top, which I think looks cute. But then I ended up putting smaller candles on there, and that's how I have them right now. So you just go over the whole entire candlestick and just distress it until you're happy with the way it looks. And I was happy with the way these looked. I think they're really, really pretty. Here's the little signs, and I thought those were cute. I think that looks cute. And if you had little farmhouse beads to set around them to hang off of the candlesticks, that would be really cute. But I did just put some regular size candles on top, and that is how they turned out. The farmhouse beads right there I made in a previous video, and I think they're just beautiful. And that's it. That's everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm so sorry for the audio glitches. Oh my gosh, I hope it's just not all throughout this whole entire video. I'll have to go back and listen. I love you guys. I hope you had a really nice Valentine's Day. And I do have an exciting collab coming up next Saturday. In my last video, I said it was this Sunday, which I had my weeks mixed up. It's next Saturday. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support, for all of your sweet comments. I never take that for granted. I appreciate you so much. Follow me on Instagram at April Adair Shares DIY. And I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.